You may see commercials and you may be warned about air pollution, but what has anyone really done to stop it? Our forms of transportation have brought us to a time where we are constantly destroying our atmosphere. The gasoline that you use in your car every day has come from a limited amount of fossil fuels from under the ground and converted into our precious fuels. Gasoline is made from crude or undeveloped oil, which is also known as unrefined petroleum. Crude oil is mixed with hydrocarbons, methane, and other harmful gases to form gasoline. These gases burn holes in the ozone and keep heat in the air. Americans alone use 140.43 billion gallons of gasoline each year. This number equates to almost 3 trillion pounds of CO2 being released into the atmosphere every year. Car pollution contributes to 1/5 of the United States' total global warming pollution. Car emissions kill 53,000 per year. Diesel engines emit high amounts of particles containing soot and metal. These particles can cause skin and eye irritations, allergies, damage bloodways, and when inhaled can block airways in the lungs. To extract the substances, we can make huge rigs in the oceans or refineries on land that can be hazardous when accidents occur. Not only are these places hazardous, but they also are not environmentally sound. They pollute the water and the land. When refineries have accidental spills, it goes into the water sources around the area and sends any wildlife into chaos. These communities that live near the refineries constantly live in an area of unclean air. Once the oil has left the refinery, it is transported by large trucks to your local gas station. After filling your tank and driving around, you have helped to cause your planet's atmosphere to be destroyed. You have contributed to the very thing that could make this place unsafe for your child years from now. This is because when you drove, your car released multiple gases into the air that may have caused the greenhouse effect. This means that the gases you release fled into the air and were held in the atmosphere. As the sun's rays flow through the atmosphere, they are held there by the gases and heat up the earth. This leads to the melting of the polar ice caps, meaning that the overall weather and climate will change globally. Planes also affect the quality of the air the most out of any vehicle due to the use of more gas. A Boeing 747 uses 3,600 gallons of gas per hour. This equates to 86,400 gallons per day and 31,536,000 gallons per year. Emissions from planes also affect people's health. 10,000 people die from plane emissions per year. In comparison, only 1,000 die from plane crashes per year. They require much more than a car due to being a bigger vehicle and due to being a bigger load per trip. Plus, they are closer to the ozone layer, so they are more likely to deteriorate the ozone layer. The ozone layer is a special type of oxygen molecule which helps block harmful UV rays from the sun. UV or ultraviolet rays can cause skin cancer. When gasoline is used, the gases within the gasoline get released into the atmosphere. These gases create holes in the ozone layer, reducing their effectiveness against blocking UV rays. On another note, besides planes, every gas-powered vehicle does this since they all use gasoline. When walking along a sidewalk, has a bus ever stopped near you and released its exhaust? It feels absolutely disgusting and it isn't good for the atmosphere either. A gallon of gas only gets 36 miles for a bus. On comparison, the average car gets around 25 miles per gallon. Despite most people believing buses are more gas efficient due to them carrying more people than a car would, they are way less efficient than cars. We are able to change this and bring safer lives for the people that come after us. With the many gas engines hurting the environment, many people have also switched to using an electric or hybrid car. Electric cars are one of the most important tools for breaking our dependence on oil, preserving the quality of air, and protecting our climate. In the last 2 years, annual sales of electric cars have increased by 500%. The electric cars are cleaner than other vehicles that run on oil because they have electric motors that are more efficient than a combustion engine. They are also more helpful to the environment. If more people were to switch to the electric cars, then the air would be cleaner and the earth would be a better place to live in. Plus, other forms of transportation, such as buses, could also benefit from electric motors. Our goal is an 80% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions from the 1990 levels by 2050. About 60% of carbon pollution from the transportation sector comes from passenger vehicles. This is why we should have switch to electric motors instead of the gas ones that we use now.